People often say that the Irish are super fun and love to party. Obviously, none of these people ever met my mom. She was the opposite of fun. When I was 4 years old, my grandfather got me a set of Legos. I was literally freaking out about how cool they were when my mom snatched the box from my hands. We don't need this. It's going to the donation room. Oh, the donation room. My mom was obsessed with charity. We had a room in our house where she kept the things we were going to give away. And by that, I mean every single thing we owned. One Christmas Eve, my grandma gifted me an amazing sweater. The minute my mom saw it, she yanked it out of my hands. That poor girl across the street would love this. It'll make me look really good. I was so mad. I decided I was going to get my sweater back. I stole it and hid it in my room. Mom figured out where it went right away. You selfish, ungrateful thief. It's my sweater, Mom. Grandma made it for me. So, you want that poor girl to freeze? Is that it? Of course not. Good people choose others' happiness over their own, always. Mom doubled down on our charity. When I even thought of bending the rules, she'd get furious and call me cruel names. I wanted her to love me, so I decided to just get into the spirit. I learned to find joy in other people's happiness, especially when I made it happen. I started giving away my lunches, my jackets, and even my textbooks in school. My goodness meant that I was loved by everyone, so I didn't hate it so much. The trouble started when I got my first boyfriend. After weeks of flirting in class, Nick and I started dating. A month into my relationship, my friend decided to drop a little surprise on me. OMG, Mabel, I have a crush on Nick. My Nick? She grabbed me and started crying on my shoulder, snotting all over me. He's perfect for me. And you're always like so generous. Help me? I put on my good person avatar right away. Of course you can have him, girl. I'll break up with him for you. OMG, Mabel, you're like the greatest. I politely ended things with Nick and told my friend to go for it. I'd get over the breakup. I chose someone else over me, and that's what mattered, right? Wrong. And I wasn't going to realize it until after I did some truly crazy favors. One day, Maya, the most popular girl in school, randomly sat with me at lunch. It was always super weird to see her because our faces were almost exactly the same, except she was rich and had makeup and epic clothes, so it confused no one. You're the girl who does stuff for people, right? I guess. I need your help. I want you to be me and break up with my boyfriend. What? Maya explained to me how she needs to dump him but doesn't actually want to do it. With a little bit of work, you could totally pass for me. I don't know. Please, Mabel, you have to help me. She'd said the magic words. Next thing I knew, I was in a wig, 4-inch heels, a skin-tight dress, and voila, I was ready to dump her man. When I saw him at the restaurant, my jaw literally fell. Who'd be crazy enough to dump him? I sat down at the table, feeling totally nervous.
You're sweating. Did you run here?
No, I took a shower and forgot to dry. He laughed so suddenly, he snorted his water out of his nose. He looked at me in total shock.
You're not Maya.
What?
Maya couldn't make a joke like that if someone paid her. Who are you?
Oh no, I was busted. I did the only thing I could think of. I ran as fast as Maya's heels could take me. I told her what happened at school. That guy was really smart. We should have prepared more.
Ha! You could never trick me.
I turned around and gasped. He was here. How?
I'm Evan, and I'll be joining your school.
Oh my God. I was so embarrassed I ran again. I tried to avoid Evan in school for weeks. I wanted to act like this had never happened. He kept trying to talk to me any chance he got.
Just tell me why you helped her. She didn't even pay you.
I did it to just help. He laughed at me.
No way. That can't be the reason.
It is.
You can't be real.
I'm real. Really awesome. He laughed even harder, and then he asked me out. I was so surprised I almost fell off my chair. Why?
You're beautiful, hilarious, and a good person. Seems like it'd be a great date.
He was totally right. I had so much fun dating him. Evan was gorgeous, witty, and best of all, he treated me like a princess. He literally made me accept gifts and hide them from my mom. That's how I got my first Lego set. Finally, I did my best to keep him a total secret from Mom. I even made up a dance class to cover my dates. Once again, I underestimated Mom's snooping skills. One night, Evan was dropping me home from a late-night date. To my horror, Mom was not up in bed as I'd thought. She was waiting for me on the front lawn. Oh no! I got out of the car, and that's when I saw the items near my mom's feet. My Lego set, my new camera, 3 years of gifts and clothes I'd been hiding. She'd found them all. She started screaming at me so loud that our neighbors popped out to watch the show.
You horrible, selfish girl. Do you know how many poor kids we could have fed with all this junk? You're going to give away all of this, and you're never seeing this boy again.
She threw my pictures with Evan in my face.
With all due respect, ma'am, you can't tell her what to do.
Son, you can do way better than Mabel.
What? She's a lazy, boring leech. Dump her while you still can.
Enough! You have to shut up.
Excuse me?
You're the leech. You literally suck the joy out of life. I'm done being your doormat. You can't tell me what to do ever again. Mom literally turned purple with hate.
If you live under my roof, you live by my rules.
Then I'm not living with you anymore. She didn't even try to stop me. She was sure I wouldn't make it one night without her. She was heartless. I packed up my things and went straight to Evan's house. The moment his mom saw me, she made a face.
Evan, this girl looks homeless. We can't have her in our house. Mom, she's my girlfriend.
OMG, look at her clothes, son. What if the neighbors see her with us? He begged her to let me stay with them, but his mom didn't budge.
She can sleep in the pool house for one night.
One night? What was I gonna do tomorrow? I was worried out of my mind in school the next day when Maya walked up to me. She'd become a famous model in the last 3 years. Every teenage girl knew her face now.
Mabel, I need an urgent favor. I need you to be me for the school counselor.
Suddenly, I got an idea. I told Maya I'd do all the favors she needed if I could stay with her. She agreed right away and hired me as her full-time body double. I moved into her enormous mansion, and for the first time in my life, I had so much stuff. I had my own bed, my own nightstand, a wheelie chair, and the best part, my mom couldn't steal my things anymore. I started my job as Maya's copy, and I was great. We actually prepared now, so we fooled everyone in school and beyond. One day, she asked me to appear on a show for her.
It's this charity thing for sick kids or something. I literally have zero interest in it.
Charity? Right up my alley. I went to the event ready to fool a whole TV studio. It was all going so smoothly till the organizer quietly offered me a huge check backstage. You're paying me? Wasn't this for charity?
You asked for a percentage of the donations coming here, remember?
OMG? What kind of person takes money from sick children? I donated the check back to them right away. I had no idea what a big deal this was going to be. My act of charity went viral on the internet, turning Maya into a role model overnight. Her offers doubled the next day, and she started pushing me to do more events for her.
You're so good at it, Mabel. The public loves me.
Actually, they loved me. While Maya enjoyed luxurious holidays around the world, I took her place to attend fundraisers, serve food at shelters, and host dog adoptions. I loved charity, so I didn't mind. But pretty soon, the work started getting out of hand. She made me do photo shoots and walk the runway for her, while she danced around Italy with her flame of the month. She was basically making me do her job. When I asked her to start paying me, she laughed in my face.
I should pay you for getting to live my epic life? For staying in my house, rent-free?
Oh God, what had I gotten myself into? Maya had no boundaries. She once sent me to have dinner with a client, and only when I got there did I realize there was no client at all. She'd sent me on a date. What am I supposed to do here?
Have a fun date. Give Michael a few kisses for the camera. Our fans totally ship us.
Maya, do your own dating.
I don't have time. I already have like 4 other dates this week.
OMG, my personal life is off limits to you.
Off limits? I own you, Mabel. If you don't follow orders, I'll throw you out on the street.
She was driving me mad, but I needed a roof. I decided to just get the date over with. I was so uncomfortable the whole time, especially with the paparazzi literally buzzing around us. The flashes of the cameras never stopped.
You're so hot and generous and perfect. Give me a kiss.
He leaned forward and I jumped up, spilling water all over us. Oh no, I have to change at home. I turned to run and he held me back. He pulled me close and asked me for one kiss, just for the fans. He pressed his lips against mine and I wanted to puke. Before I could push him away, Evan showed up.
Oh my God, you're cheating?
Evan, no, it's not what it looks like.
I saw you kissing. You're such a liar.
Michael just had to act all macho in front of the cameras. He literally shoved Evan away from me.
She's my date. Back off, dude. You back off. She's my girlfriend.
Before I knew it, they were fighting. The cameras just went wild. They were eating up the drama. I tried to push the boys apart and accidentally sent Michael flying right into our food.
You idiots. You ruined my outfit.
We hurried out of there and the cameras literally chased us. Evan, you have to give me a chance to explain.
I can't even look at you right now. We're done.
He ran away before hundreds of people surrounded me with their cameras, clicking close-up photos of my tears. My world was in ruins. I reached home and found Maya in the best mood of her life. OMG. That drama was perfect. My fans are going nuts for me. Genius. The pure destruction of my life was genius to her? I was living with a monster. I finally told her I was done. No more dating guys for her and no more doing her job for free. I would only do charity and that's it. Maya immediately kicked me out of the house. Maybe freezing your butt off will fix your attitude. Know your place, beggar. I couldn't control my anger anymore. I'd lost my boyfriend and my dignity to Maya's selfishness. It was time for revenge, and I knew exactly how to get it. I called the local station and set up an interview about Maya's drama with Michael. Before anyone could say a word, I threw off my wig and revealed Maya's secret on live TV. I had so much proof ready for them that they had no choice but to believe me. Maya was a total fraud. My move pretty much ended her career. She lost nearly all her clients in a matter of a day. Next day at school, Maya came to me and said, I hate you so much. Have fun being homeless forever. Actually, all your clients want to hire me now, so I'm good. I apologized to Evan for hurting him and tried to explain my actions to him. When he realized what kind of pressure I was under, he forgave me right away.
I'm so happy you're away from that witch. I don't care what my parents say. I'm sneaking you into my room. You can stay there.
I love you, Evan.
I love you more, Mabel.
I lived with Evan till I received my first paycheck ever. It made me so happy and proud of myself. I could finally rent a place of my own. This was the first time I experienced complete freedom. I worked super hard to survive and made sure I got into an awesome college. I knew now that the best person to rely on for my future was me.